Your turn. 3 years ago, my friends Alex, Ryan, and I decided to visit Black Hollow Forest. Everyone in town knew the stories. People claimed it was haunted, disappearances, strange lights, voices in the trees, and the usual stuff. We didn't believe any of it. We were 17 and stupid. The perfect combination. The plan was simple. Walk through the forest at night, record some videos, laugh about the legends, then go home. At first, everything felt normal. The moon was bright, the air was cold, and the forest looked exactly like every other forest we'd ever seen. Ryan kept making ghost noises. Alex was filming everything. I remember thinking how disappointed I was. Nothing creepy, nothing unusual. Then we heard something crashing through the bushes. Something big, really big. Branches snapped. Leaves exploded everywhere. Ryan screamed. Alex nearly dropped his phone. For a moment, all three of us thought something was charging straight at us. Then a deer jumped onto the trail and sprinted away. We started laughing immediately. The fear disappeared, or at least we thought it did. About 20 minutes later, Alex spotted something sticking out of the dirt near an old tree. At first it looked like a piece of wood, but when we dug around it, we realized what it was. A Ouija board, half buried underground. The wood looked ancient. Dark stains covered the surface. Some of them looked suspiciously like dried blood. The letters had been carved by hand, and someone had scratched dozens of deep marks across it, almost like claw marks. Ryan immediately picked it up. Someone's Halloween decoration. He laughed. Then he flipped it over. Written on the back were 4 words. Do not ask names. We should have left right then. Instead, we stayed. Because we're idiots. Alex placed the board on a fallen log. Ryan found the planchette buried nearby. The moment he set it on the board, the forest became silent. No wind, no insects, nothing. I noticed it first. Do you guys hear that? They looked around. The silence felt wrong. Unnatural, like the forest itself had stopped breathing. Then we heard a whisper. Very faint. Somewhere behind us. Hello? We all turned around. Nobody was there. Ryan laughed nervously. Okay, that's weird. The whisper came again, this time from our left. Hello? Alex stopped filming. His face had gone pale. Nobody was joking anymore. Then the planchette moved, slowly, on its own. None of us were touching it. It slid across the board. Ryan swallowed hard. The planchette continued moving. D-E, hide. The 3 of us stared at it. Nobody spoke. Then a loud crack echoed through the trees. Something had stepped on a branch. Close. Very close. Alex grabbed the board and threw it into the darkness. Let's leave. Nobody argued. We started walking back. The problem was, the trail was gone. We had walked the same path for nearly an hour, yet somehow we were back at the same tree, the same log, the same board, waiting for us. My stomach dropped. Ryan looked terrified. Alex was breathing heavily. Then we noticed something new. Words had appeared on the board, fresh scratches. They weren't there before. I know your names. The temperature dropped instantly. Our breath became visible. Then we heard someone laughing. Not a child. not an adult. Something in between. The sound came from everywhere at once. Ryan suddenly pointed into the trees. There was someone standing there, watching us. At first it looked human, but something about it was wrong. Its arms were too long, its neck too thin, its smile too wide. The thing stepped behind a tree, then stepped out from another tree 50 feet away, without crossing the distance, like it had simply appeared there. Alex screamed. We ran. Branches tore at our clothes. Roots grabbed our feet. The laughter followed us everywhere. Then Ryan fell. Hard. When we turned around, he was gone. Completely gone. 1 second he was there. The next he wasn't. Ryan! No answer, only laughter. Alex wanted to search for him. I refused. Something told me Ryan wasn't alone anymore. We kept running. Then we heard Ryan's voice. Guys! Behind us, please help me. Alex stopped immediately. It's Ryan. I grabbed him. No. It is. But I knew it wasn't, because Ryan's voice came from one direction, and then another, and another. Like multiple things were copying him. Guys, help me. Please. Dozens of Ryans calling from the darkness. Alex finally understood. We ran again. Eventually we found the road. We never stopped running until we reached my car. The moment we left the forest, the voices stopped. The police searched for Ryan for weeks. Nothing, no body, no clues, nothing, exactly like every missing person connected to Black Hollow Forest. Years passed. Alex and I never returned. We barely talked about that night. Then last month, something happened. I received a package, no return address. Inside was a phone. Old, covered in dirt. Ryan's phone. The one he lost that night. The battery somehow still worked. There was only one video saved. Recorded at 3:17 a.m. The footage showed Ryan hiding behind a tree, crying, breathing hard. He kept whispering, "It's pretending to be us." Then the camera turned. For less than a second. But it was enough. There were 3 figures standing behind him. Me, Alex, and Ryan. All smiling, all watching him. Then the video ended. I called Alex immediately. No answer. I drove to his house. The lights were on. His car was there. But Alex was gone. On his kitchen table sat a Ouija board. Old, covered in dirt. And scratched across the surface were fresh words. Only 2 words. Your turn.